We'll go ahead and start early, just because I always like to start early. All right, YouTube says we're live. Everything should be good to set up. All right, we will do a little bit of news coverage. There you go. There's my notification on my phone. It is Warhammer Day. There's a bunch of stuff that came out. For some reason, this is not wanting to load videos, so we'll just skip past that. There's a couple other things that are articles about video games and such, but new what are they? Stormcast Eternal. I'm gonna say figure because it's not a mini, it's a Joy Toy figure. Oh, maybe it's not Joy Toy, maybe it's Weta Workshop. I mean, it looks really good. I do like how you have a helmeted option, although that's like a half helm, that only like covers the front face of it. I mean, the model looks really good, but then again, it's like a Joy Toy figure. It better look good. Oh, you can pre-order it right now. For okay, GW, come on, $900. Are you fucking serious, GW? Who the fuck's gonna buy this for $900? And how has it not been scalped? Oh my god. I cannot believe that. $900. Go fuck yourself. Mortarion also looks super dope. He's got all his goo and everything. Can you pre-order him too? Oh, you can. Let's see how much it is. Oh, wait. Don't you ever do that shit to me again, GW. Oh, what? Mortarion's only $200, but the Stormcast Eternal's like 900. This is so ridiculous. $900 for a Joy Toy, basically. Although, then again, I don't know Weta Workshop at all. It might be way bigger. I know there was an Angron one that was also super expensive, but I'm pretty sure it was a Joy Toy. Hey, look at that. You get your little Nurglings too. Hell yeah. I mean, he looks really cool. I have always loved the Mothman wings. I'd love to do a Mortarion figure just to paint the Mothman wings once, then never again. But yeah, that's just super surprising. What is this? Oh, this is the Rust collab. Here's pictures of the stuff in Rust. It's just Krieg. I don't play Rust, so. Bolt Gun 2. They showed off the player 2, or a second option that you can play as instead of the classic Kato. You can play as a Sister of Battle. Speed Freaks. Again, I don't know why these videos aren't working. Vermintide, Dark Tide, new class. Ooh. That'll be interesting. Vermintide, special free update. Okay. Dark Tide, the card game. This is something I'm actually kind of a little interested in. This is a Warhammer 40k roleplay game where you're like gene stealers, and your whole goal is to rise up, and you have to it's like a 5-player game. Yeah, a social deduction game, 5 to 12 players. This does look really cool. I really like the theme of it. It's $20. No, don't. I'll keep my $20. Thank you very much. I don't even know what web store this is. What web store is this? I have no idea what web store this is. Oh, Cubic, whatever. That's very interesting. Quit doing pop-ups. It's gonna terrify me because I'm afraid my info is gonna pop up. Okay, so yeah, that's actually a really cool idea. It's a social deduction game, but like in person. That's actually super cool. And then a U2's figure. Plushies. Oh, Battle Sector. Oh, that's right. Hell yeah, Neo. Rogue Trader stuff. Dark Heresy. Why does this shit not load? Mechanicus 2, which is I'm excited for Mechanicus 2. Oh, Free demo until the 28th. I've already played the demo on stream. Warpforge, I'm not a part of. Tacticus, I don't play. Ah. It is. That's so stupid. And then the little nerdling. Okay, so that's it for that. There's a bunch of community painted stuff. This is stuff that people got early access to. Assault veterans. Plushies are really silly. Yes, they are. I don't know how I feel about Assault Terminators. If I get some, I like this mini a little bit more. And I'm not throwing shade at this artist, but like I might be able to paint a little bit. This dude did a good job, but I want to get my hands on this specific mini because I'm not gonna bash a person's paint job. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be that guy. But he did a job. He did a good job. He tried. But I want like a Terminator armored proper. How the fuck do I forget the name of it? What am I doing? How have I forgot the name of this? Oh my god, Chaplain. That's what the fuck it is. Thunderhammer designs I also kind of like. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the like little shields. It would make sense for them to have big shields. Really, it would. And then seeing that this banner is, you can customize this banner in some degree. I do like that. I would hate to paint Nova Marines. Honestly, that whole deal where you paint crossways, I'll pass on that. But he looks like he did freehand that. This was done by a professional. Ain't no way it wasn't. You've got all the little scribbles and everything. These look really good. And then you got the what is this? Is this? Yeah, this is the character, I believe, for the Imperial Fists. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is a captain. Another Terminator captain. Huge surprise. We need five Terminator captains. Oh, and somebody did a Blood Angel design. These do look really cool. Actually, now that I think about it, he could have just straight up like kit bashed a Terminator captain. That's what I think happened. All you got to do is steal the shield from the one character, and then the Thunderhammer. Oh, that's a pretty Dornian. That's a pretty Imperial Fist Thunderhammer with the eagle head on the backside. But you could green stuff this. I think it is a kit bash. Oh, this is straight up. Okay, this is straight up the Captain and Terminator armor. I could tell by this cape, except for he's got an actual helmet, and he replaced some other stuff out. Looks good. Black shields are now playable for Horus Heresy. Whoever plays that game. I don't play the Horus Heresy because I don't want to have to read a 50-page rule book on the rules. It's so bad. I don't want to take 3 hours to read it. So, let me double check this box real quick. Okay. My address is off. I'm making sure I don't dox myself. Alright, we're going to switch over. Let me bring this over. Move this guy out of the way for right now. Something is here. Let me flip it over. I knew this was coming, by the way. You finished all of your Iron Warriors? Hell yeah. I finished up the Portarabo Primarch book today. It was okay. It wasn't the best book. It doesn't help, and I realize this now, it doesn't help that one of the best books in Horus Heresy was The First Heretic. That was my first book. And then my third book was the other best book in Horus Heresy, and it was Betrayer. So I'm gonna pop this open off screen. Fold everything down. Let me take this piece of paper with my name on it out, because I know GW loves to fucking do that shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's why. Oh, where are they? Hold on. That's why I have these. And those. I've just got to figure out how to use them. I believe that's all the Hazzy stripes. Yeah. Oh. I also have, if you can see them, let me bring it up to camera. I also have the diamond checkerboard for Harley Quinns. So if someone does send me Harley Quinns, I can do them good. That's a nod to one of the other fans that's not here today. Or at least not right now. So, let me double check the box. Alright. So, we are going to smack my microphone. I'm going to take out all the crunchies. And we are going to take this out. Oh! It is here. Finally! After 6 fucking months of trying to get one. I got it! It's too bad I don't have arms and legs for this yet, but that will change. Soon, that will change. I'm literally going to buy another Contemptor Dreadnought kit later this week when I get the other half of my paycheck. And you can watch me struggle with it. You know, I have a knife literally right here. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, that's just the thing. Okay, this is all garbage. Look at it. Look at its beauty. I'm so excited for this. Oh, I guess it doesn't have a power pack. Actually, now that I think about it, it does make sense. So do these? I'm afraid to break it off. Okay, that one was easy. This feels really thin. This is the first time I've ever used resin, anything from GW, and it feels really light, really thin. So let's just hope that it breaks out. There we go. Pop that one. All right, I think I can make that work. Let me just get this piece off without slicing my finger open. Neo, were you here all night last night? I can't remember who left early. Somebody left early yesterday. You saw Big Titus? Well, the short should have shown everyone Big Titus. I've still got to print Tiny Titus, but Big Titus is just got to be touched up. So, I have been brainstorming ideas for other PC designs. And I have a very cool idea for the Ultramarine PC. And it's going to be super chill, like super cool on the one side specifically, just because it's going to be a panel. So, for example, the panel for that that has like all of the rust on the side panel. It's gonna be like that, except for it's it's gonna be shot, hit with the blowtorch, cut with the grinder. I'm gonna do battle damage to it, and I thought that would be such a cool PC design. All right, please tell me the head does not sit like that, because if it does, that's a little short. You can't even see his little grill. Ah. Oh, come on. this is gonna require a pair of tweezers to get in there, right? Otherwise, he's gonna be like that. He's coming for you. Let's see if let me change my lighting. Oh, yellow is not the color. Neither is blue. Oh, let me kick it down and hit my microphone. There you go. Oh, look at the design. So this is literally $40 for a design on the front of it, and I love it. This will be perfect. This will be one of my only ranged focused units, and it's still gonna run double chain fists. All right, we shall set him right there. Most expensive piece of resin I've ever bought. It's the only piece of resin I've ever bought. So I talked a little bit the other day on, let me make sure I didn't just spill anything, on how people make these yellow, and I found out how to do it. I found out how I'm gonna do it. So, parchment paper, bone white, this is Vallejo. I don't think there's a difference between any of the brands. And then afterwards, okay, there ain't no way I lost it. I did not. It was in my lap. Then afterwards, you hit it with a little bit of the pallid bone from the speed paint marker, and it gives you that desired yellow look. Like old parchment paper, which is what a lot of people shoot for. Now, I'm not going to do that with all of them. I just am going to do it with Deathwatch from now on. Just because I've done so many of those and I don't want to go back. You could also probably do it, like if you wanted this to be a little bit yellower, a little bit dirtier, you could also probably set it up for that too. Let me adjust camera stuff here, because we're going to go back to, we're going to finish this. We're going to finish this guy tonight. I don't think there's much that really has to be done. There's some silver. Oh, that's right. I have to paint a servo skull. Ooh, yikes. It's been a while since I've done that. I've never done that, actually. So, we've got our base of bone white, and then we just add a little bit of this for extra color on both of those. And that's how you'll end up with that yellowish color to it. So let me put this over here so I don't lose it. I'm going to keep trying to do more stamping stuff. And once I get better, I'm going to paint over this white and I'm going to redo that sigil. But what do we have here? Executionists. It's not executionists. It's exorcists. 40K. Because I don't know their color scheme. Alright, let's see if I'm correct. I am correct. Oh, please. Okay, so... heraldry. That's what I'm looking for, the heraldry. And let's go to images. Okay, is that red or blue? Or red or blue? What? What kind of question was that? I saw blue and shit in the designs, but... okay, so a lot of people are just going red. Some people go black. Oh, maybe that's like sergeants. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. And Might as well show you. So I'm trying to figure out the color scheme for the heraldry. Okay, so this shows red. That shows red. That's red gold. Red. I think a lot of people do it red, which is fine. I can do it red. That's not a problem. But some people do black, and maybe that's just for like leaders. Having all this shit, if this is actually correct, having all this stuff, I gotta do all that extra work? Nah. I'll rip his shoulder pad off. But I think red will be the correct color. Somebody's got some real skill with green stuff. Let me keep checking. I just want to make sure. Okay, so the majority of it's red. So I am going to go with red. Alright, yep. That's what we're going to go with. So, let me do something on my phone real quick. Oh, that's notification. Me going live. All right. So it is. What color is that? Would that be burnt red? I think it would be burnt red. Let's get the wet palette. Awesome. It looks like it held up overnight. Let me move this over here. And we'll adjust the sliding. And I need tiny brush for later and the halfway big brush right now. Okay, so this isn't gonna give me the color I want. Oh, fuck. Is it? That's kind of the color I want. So if you don't, it's the same color as the weaponry, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and hit it with that. We're going to have to do multiple shades because red and black hate each other. They do not like to layer good. We're going to be a little sloppy with it, which is fine. I need paper towels. Why do I always forget that till I start streaming? Adjust that. Crank the lighting a little bit. Too much. Too much, too much, too much. I was turning it down and it was still going up. We can scooch this out of the way. So, after this mini, we need one more and we've got a full kill team done. I'm actually kind of hyped. I do want to play the actual kill team Tomb World stuff. Just because I know you can. I think you can play kill team solo. But I need to double check the outside of their pauldrons. They do gold. I've seen gold and black. We've got how many black pauldrons do we have already? 2. So we'll do a metallic color. I think a metallic color would help do that. So the bolter obviously will be painted red as well. Oh, this is such an easy thing. Red's usually the color I do for sergeant's pistols and sergeant's weaponry. So this just having Deathwatch mostly be red, gun wise, is amazing. Red and black for guns, easy. Let's go ahead and make it so my painting object is in view more than my hand. So I'm going to have y'all's help with something. I said when I opened my big mouth, and when I hit 1,000 subs, I said I'd do a spicy stream, which is painting spicy minis, like Warhammer minis, like demonettes, old demonettes, not new ones, and such, or like Sisters or Pincha, but the old models as well instead of the new ones, because they skimmed back on the themes of those minis. I said it was going to be a spicy stream, and the joke was I was going to eat spicy food like hot peppers and stuff as I was painting minis, and I was going to paint Sisters or Pincha or Demonettes or something. So I think I'm like 90% sure Demonettes are probably going to be the better of the two choices. But if you guys can find anything else Warhammer wise to paint that for the spicy stream, I would love to get your guys' thoughts on it, because I'm not 100% sold on Demonettes, and I'm probably going to give all of the ones that I paint away, just because I don't have that as an army. Yeah, Nurglings aren't spicy, bud. Well, they're spicy, but that's because they give you like cancer and they give you illness. But it's going to be, I mean, it's still going to be a while. I'm only like 3/4 of the way there. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what took off and made it so I got like 114 subs in the past month. But whatever it is, I better keep up on it. Okay, so that's that. I would like to use the pin on this. Rodicus? No. Rodicus does have his tits out, but not quite the mini I was talking about. He's got his toes out too. I know that. Perfect. Those are perfect. I've got to do the top piece of this. Then there's like the little action. No, but I was thinking something like Demonettes. I don't want to go to Old World or Age of Sigmar, but I might have to. And then again, it's also gonna be, okay, they're painted. I don't have these armies. Who wants them? They'll just be giveaways. You can get badly painted minis for a giveaway. Because I'm gonna eat fucking spicy peppers and lose my mind on stream. God damn me and my big mouth. Okay, so that's that. We'll clean that up afterwards. We'll have to clean up this side too. But I like the black chamber for, not chamber, the mag holder. So we'll go ahead and grab a little bit of black here and touch it up. It's perfect. The magazine will be silver, but I'll hit it in a second. But it'll probably go up as a post on, like, I'm going to look for a bunch of things that I could paint, and then it's going to be, what should I paint for the spicy stream? So look for that, Neo. No, the metallics are dried up. Damn it. Oh, I've got to hit that. Where is my leather? I've still got to figure out, like, Big Titus stuff. He's printed. The biggest thing I was concerned about was getting him printed properly. And if somebody's gonna have me paint him for them, I'll probably do it a lot with markers, just because that would be easiest, and I don't want to use like a shit ton of paint. And it'll give you more practice with those markers. But yeah, no. I love my big Titus. I've got to print off. So, I said I'm going to do big Titus and a little Titus. I'm going to print a batch of little Tituses, and however many little Tituses are good will be secondary giveaways for the channel. It'll just be like, oh, okay, we got like, I'm probably going to do 6 at a time, and if all 6 turn out good, big Titus and little Titus are going to go to somebody, and then we're going to have 5 more Tituses afterwards to give away. So don't fuck with it unless you're going to sit there and fuck with it the whole time. I have to do that, otherwise I'm going to sit there and pick at something and something's going to break and I'm going to be furious. Okay, so we still need to okay, we did that. Okay, we still need to do the lead belcher. Okay, I've got an easier idea for this. The marker. Yeah, that is pretty much lead belcher in a marker. It's called polished silver, but it's lead belcher. Ain't no way it's not lead belcher. Perfect. That's already done. That's already done. Fuck yeah. Okay. Clean this off. Oh, fuck. I got more silver to do. I do not need the tiny brush for the rest of the silver. So let me put all of my brushes back. I need to get some more brushes. Because either through setting them down and losing them, or them breaking, or them, the, like, bristles going out, I need to actually start replacing the ones that I get rid of. But we still got plenty, so I can do that next week. We'll do all of this lead belcher. Stayed away from that islands. And then we'll do the antennae. Now I've got 20 more minis to build in the tractor, and then I'm done building minis. It's kind of turned my shelf of fame into my shelf of shame, because everything that I built I really don't have a place for, so I throw it on the shelf of fame, and I'm just like, this is kind of becoming the shelf of shame now. The shelf of shame. Okay, I said we're gonna do metallics, but I've got to touch up this right here. So since this is the Exorcists, we'll do one more coat of red, because I know it needs it. And then afterwards, we'll hit the outsides with gold. I might do a poll for the first time ever. I might do a poll on what I paint for the spicy stream. Okay, so that's that. I'll need gold. There's my gold. Just like the tiniest amount, please. Thank you. God, this thing looks so good. I would have never dropped him. A year ago, I would have never thought I would have been able to paint half this good. I like the white around the eye. I told you that that blood for the blood god effect does really, really, really good for lenses. And actually, we're going to add just a touch more on these other ones, because the lenses are a little white still. Okay. Let me fix the tip of this brush. There we go. That's better there. Please. Please work. There we go. All right, that got that white, extra white out of there a little bit. I was originally going to do silver around them, but I'm not going to mess with it. This mini's already coming out super well, and these two will probably be paired up for the next mini showcase, just because, God, again, I never would have thought I would have been able to paint this good a year ago. I was probably a year ago, so we're October 22nd. So a year ago, I was probably starting to do Blade Guard Veteran, painting wise. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I still need to figure out like what I'm doing for these. That is supposed to be a light. Do we do a yellow? Do we do a white? Do we do a white then a yellow? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me see what it looks like under light. No, that's not gonna work. So the only yellow I've got is sun yellow. And I would just need the tiniest amount. And white. So we do the white, then do the metallics, then do the yellow. Where's my white? There it is. God damn, it looks so good. I could almost stop right here and be fine. It looks way better than I remember it working on it yesterday. Okay, so it's this little light here. We'll just hit it all. I don't see how it's float. I guess it's a part of the servitor. Or the servitor, the servo skull. My brain's a little fried. So if y'all don't know, like my regular day before stream, so the day starts out at 7 and we do chores. Then afterwards, we work until 7 p.m. Actually, 8 tonight. And then I come home and if I don't have a wet palette made, sometimes I'll make it on stream, sometimes I won't. But once I get home from work, I literally just immediately start streaming so I can go to bed as soon as stream's over. And usually I go straight to bed, but sometimes I'll record something. If I have an idea for something, I'll record it. Which is, speaking of ideas, so I've talked about the Mechanicus PC build, and today I've been thinking ideas for a Space Marine PC build. Now, it'll probably be Ultramarines because I have Ultramarines, and right now it's the easiest design to think of. The Ultramarine one, I'm thinking about doing a bunch of special stuff to that side panel. And if you ask, well, what special stuff are you thinking? I'm thinking battle damage. So, hey, is it in the Vallejo thing? Or Vallejo. Is it in the Citadel pot, Neo? That's why you always keep it in the in these little shaker bottles. Look at that. It's not spilled. That's why I do it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Don't wipe my nose with that. There's isopropyl alcohol. I got these on Amazon for like $20. They come in a pack of 10. Just type in paint bottles. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what they're called. Let me hit Amazon. Orders. Okay, those arrive tomorrow. That arrives Monday. Yeah, they're just called paint bottles. Yeah, they come in a 10 pack. They're like $20. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They are $13. So they are well worth the $13. All right, so now, oh, I've never painted a servo skull. You know what? It makes a good practice because I got a lot of fucking servo skulls to paint. Hold on, I just saw chat move. Give me a second, chat. As I immediately slice that up way too much. Buy those makeup holder things. We'll probably hit this with a little bit of earth shade afterwards. Okay, the tip of this brush is getting totaled. We'll do this one. This one's got a better tip. Just the tip. It always matters. If the tip's good, you'll paint good. I'm I'm a little sleep deprived. Actually, I got a lot of sleep last night. It was actually kind of amazing. I fell asleep before midnight last night for the first time in like I don't know how long. It was such a great feeling. I woke up, I didn't feel tired. I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, this feels great. I'm so glad I can experience this once. Here we go. I know there's some spots that are supposed to be not skull colored, but we'll leave that for right now. Oh my god, why is my nose bothered me? All right, so we'll do the lead belcher here. I want a little bit of blue that is transparent. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So, somebody asked me about glow effects for these. I have an idea. I can either fuck up this mini or this is going to be genius. So, on hold. We're going to use the whitewash like we did over here. Okay? So, this is literally Vallejo whitewash. We'll just need a couple drops. And we need the smallest amount. The cement fumes. We'll take a little bit of color because the whitewash doesn't add a whole lot of white to this. And once you like add some color to it, it'll actually do a little bit better. So please work. So I believe this is going to work the way I want it to. So the whole point is to add a little bit of white in areas to make it look like it's kind of glowing. Let me get excess out. I love how that's a thing I can do now. I never knew how to do excess pulls from too much. There you go. All right, we'll let this dry. But you see how already kind of that makes it look like it's glowing a lot more. So whoever asked that question, I hope you're seeing this because I don't think it was you, Neo, but somebody asked me how I did glow effects, and we're going to try this, see how this works. Hopefully it dries up and the white still sticks around a little bit. That's the reason why I added a little bit of white paint to it. But God, I'm really getting better as a mini painter. Usually I'm pretty hard on myself about painting minis, but I do actually feel like I'm getting better. As I continue to paint these Deathwatch minis, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so cool. I feel like such a dork. And immediately fucked it all up. I had too much paint, damn it. I've huffed too much paint. That's fine. let that dry. Then we'll touch up that silver piece right here that bled out. Dude, you want to talk about cement paste or fumes from Tayama cement paste? When I broke that bottle underneath the tractor seat when it crushed it, dude, it was so bad. I was like, oh my god, I gotta open the windows in the tractor because I was just smelling it throughout the entire day, and I'm just like, oh, this isn't good for me. I should probably not be huffing this. Basically, I was hotboxing a tractor with cement paint. With cement fumes. Yes. Oh, dude, it was terrible. It was actually bad. I had the dog with me that day, and my cousin's dog, and I'm all like, look, she's got to go home. She cannot be breathing this shit in. Oh, I didn't want her to get sick. Okay, so let's pull up the reference photo again for these. Okay, a lot of people are choosing to have it be Wraithbone colored, so that's what we're going with. All right. God, this sword turned out so good. I'm so happy about this sword. Oh, so a funny thing happened yesterday. As I was lying in bed, I can hear my PC, and I was upstairs last night and laying in bed, and I stopped listening or watching whatever I was listening to or whatever, and I just heard from downstairs, I just heard the sub alert go off. And if you're new here and you haven't heard the sub alert, I'll play it for you. Little bit of a warning on your ears. This is not correct. Hold on. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Simulate. Yeah, let's do subscribed. Yeah, random. Brother. So that played as loud as it could when I was upstairs, like laying down to go to sleep. I just hear, brother! And I just started fucking laughing. I was just like, well, somebody subscribed. I'll forget and leave OBS on like all the time. So it'll play alerts when I'm not home. Oh, I just heard that from my bed and I started fucking losing my mind. Oh. Okay. This is where it's going to get difficult to get all the black stuff painted. And then I'll just go back and touch up with red. I really will. That'll be the best way to do it. So yeah, just hearing brother off in the distance being shouted was fucking hilarious. I can't laugh, that'll fuck me up. Okay, perfect. This is where practice and patience come in very handy. I have to ask my roommate if he heard that too last night. He was awake. Howdy, Eternal. How are you doing, man? Oh, Eternal. I have something to show you. I know how much you like Deathwatch, so besides the Deathwatch minis, I gotta zoom out for this. That's good. So, I've talked about the giveaway on the channel for the year, for the anniversary stream. Big Titus is complete, including Deathwatch Big Titus. So, if you're gonna ask what the shiny things are, it's not resin, it's just isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, he turned out really good. I've got to clean up a bunch of spots still, but I mean, he's super clean. And then I don't know why his feet turned out like this, but I gotta take a file to them probably. But yeah, he will not be painted unless you want to pay me to paint him. I have enough of a backlog that I will have to be paid to get to paint that many. Yes, so for all of you guys who are here now, in order to win Big Titus, and now I'm going to do a batch of little Tituses, like tabletop size Tituses, and Big Titus will get a little Titus sent with him, and any extra little Tituses that have turned out good will also be given away. All you have to do is be a subscriber, and when I make the video talking about the giveaway, you will have to leave a comment on it. That way I can gather all the names that have commented. It's easiest that way because you got to be a public subscriber otherwise, and it's just a giant pain in the ass. Well, so I wanted to do a couple other little Tituses just to be like, that way it's not just a one person thing. But Discord too will also get a giveaway. They are going to get the big version of the lieutenant with combi weapon. Is that what it is? The Leviathan box lieutenant. That's my current plan for the giveaway for the Discord. Oh shit, I gotta share a file. Oh, never mind, I'll do that later. So that's those plans. That's still not until the 18th of November. So that's like a week and a half away. that's not a week and a half. It's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks away. But still, that's gonna come up faster than I expect. But we're only looking at like another full day of harvest, or not full day. I'm so sorry. My brain's not working today. We're only looking at probably another week of harvest. I know I'm not going to get any new minis next week. Just because I'm going to start putting money aside for the Japan trip. Also, for who wasn't here earlier, look at it. It's finally here. I finally got one. Yes. I finally got my World Eater Contemptor. I love him. I'm so happy he got here. Okay, so that's done. No, it is not done. We got to do the gold trim around the outside. Yes, he will be painted white and red instead of the black, the white and cobalt. And because I want to still keep him like Contemptor, I just want to change the blue out for red because I think red would fit in with all the other World Eaters. Also, anyone who wanted to see me paint Angron will be starting. Well, I will start to paint Angron on the 18th of November. Anniversary stream. Might as well start it off with something big. We're going to start off by painting Angron that day and seeing how far we get. I'm very nervous about painting Angron still. I might do good on these small minis, but man, those big minis really fucked me up in the head. Why is that, Eternal? Don't you have, like, allegedly 1,000 points of Necrons? We'll start painting Ents. No, Angron's primed. Angron's been primed since April. He's been on that shelf. Your airbrush is giving you a ton of shit. An isoporpic alcohol bath might help you. I've given mine an isoporpic alcohol bath, and because it's been bothering me as well. Honestly, I kind of like the white, so we're gonna leave that white, and we are going to try to do the lead belcher on top. That's what I've always done. I've always done an isoporpic alcohol bath on it. So Twitch alert, I have you can dono to me through Stream Elements, and that is a dono for $10. You can jump scare the shit out of me, and if you do it on the right moment, you can fuck up me painting a mini. Plus, there's other alerts down there that are just for fun. I figured it was a fun way to interact with me while I'm hand painting something. You can try to jump scare me. Yeah. Only Comatose and RPK Knight were the ones that have really tried, and they haven't been able to get me yet. So I'm undefeated and not fucking up. A lot of times I'll just fuck it up, but it won't be because of the jump scare. So you guys will hear it at like half volume, and I'll hear it at full volume. So it's gonna, if you're not prepared for it, it's gonna fuck with you guys too. It is the top of the description, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, it says tips. That is where you go to donate. And motherfuckers have gotten me when I've been playing scary video games too. That is going to be a menace when we do a group Phasmophobia game at on Halloween. We're gonna play Phasmophobia then. So yeah. Do not do it when I have a hobby knife in my hand, for the love of God. Comatose pointed that one out to me. I'm like, oh, that's actually a really good point. Maybe I should restrict it to non-hobby knife use only. Let me adjust this. All right, so that's done. That could use a little bit more gold. So yes, and then like any money that I get through that will probably go towards the Japan vacation. I'll just set it aside. I can live off of $100 for a week. I need to actually start setting money aside for that. I haven't set any aside yet, and I want to just, whatever money I can make off of this will probably go towards that. And then after I have enough, like a solid amount for the Japan trip, any other money I have will probably go into the Mechanicus PC to get that built and done and then sold. So that Mechanicus PC is going to be up for grabs. Whoever might want it, it'll probably be a DMing session. You'll probably have to like actually talk to me about it. But I have plans for more PCs, so if the Mechanicus one is not your style, the next one, it's going to be a toss-up between the next one. I can do World Eaters, but that one's going to be for me, and I can't really sell that one to make money. But I've talked a little bit today about the Ultramarines PC that I have thoughts for. And you know how the side panel for the Mechanicus, where in Japan, first, it's going to be like a week-long vacation. There's going to be 3 days that are not in Tokyo, but the main trip is going to be in Tokyo. And then I'm going to go up by some mountains and enjoy some hot springs and like actually get to relax for the first time ever. This will be the first ever vacation I've ever taken. This will also be my first time out of the country. Yeah, so it's not till February though. We're not doing it anytime soon. Oh, perfection. See, when I'm doing these really small details, that's when you gotta fuck with me. Either that or else when I have a marker in my hand. When I have those paint markers, I get sloppy. So that's probably also a great... Gold and red do not mix. I hate that. Be prepared for the hot spring? Why do you say that, Eternal? I don't have like any tats, and I already plan on going to like a private hot spring. That's kind of my whole plan. Yeah, I'm not like... Also, I was in the military. If you're talking about like what you see at a hot spring, I saw in the showers already. Come on. I've seen that before, all right? I've showered with 40 other guys before. That doesn't sound gay as shit. Oh, yeah. So I know what it looks like. No, I had immediately planned on doing private instead, just cause. Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? what happens in basic stays in basic. I don't have no clippers. What are you talking about? Nobody's gonna clip shit. All right. Let's see. That's done. That's done. That's done. That needs to be touched up a bit more. And then I got to do the cable that runs down, and I got to paint the whole side face. Yeah. Eternal, if you want it as a clip, you're gonna have to clip it. I ain't got no clippers. The only other thing that I wanted to like actually find, and I've got to go back and listen to the videos and such when I'm in the tractor sometime, is I talked about a really good idea that would be for like a shirt or a limited time like deal where I make a t-shirt and have like a local-ish place make it for me and sell it. But I don't want to become like, oh, I'm gonna shrill everything to my audience either. It'd be like a very limited run of something. And it would have to be something I say. It would have to be some dumb shit I end up saying. Like me showering with 40 other dudes. How much is the PC gonna be? So the cost of parts is going to be around $1,200. The cost of the minis is probably going to be $120 in minis because I've got the Castellan robots. I'm going to grab a couple more tech priests and such. And going private. What's the last thing? So all the artwork and all the time I put into it and such and the 3D printing and stuff, I'm probably going to say I would easily part with it for $2,500. Once it's done, it will be done before I start trying to sell it on anybody. But if I had to choose a lowest, $2,000. It's a fully custom PC. And I mean, I have to get paid for my time and all the shit I put into it. So, I mean, I don't expect to get it sold immediately. It might take time, and I'm fine with that. It is sick. That's the whole idea, is to start it, because, like I said, I have other designs for other PCs that I'm like, okay, this would make more sense for, like, Ultramarines. This would make more sense. Salamanders, just fucking... The Salamander PC idea would literally just be like the side panel, get a blowtorch and just blowtorch the shit out of the side panel and then put salamanders on it. Have I ever made one before? Yeah, I built the PC that currently runs the stream and everything. I built my first PC. Oh, when was it? 4 years ago? It was my first year living on the farm, so 4 years ago. Howdy, Josh. So yes, I have experience building PCs. It will be fully working. The only thing I'm nervous about with minis being inside is airflow. Airflow is the biggest concern when you need more positive pressure than negative pressure, and I can do fans on top, and I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see if it knocks them off balance. But so these fans are the ones that came with the PC case. And my plan is to airbrush these silver, and that'll probably be like the best way to make them metallic looking. You've just got a laptop now. It's cheaper to build a PC than it is to buy pre-built, but there are some headaches. If you're going to choose, like, whatever motherboard you choose should come with instructions on how to install everything properly. That's how I did my PC, was when I built it, I was literally reading the instructions for the motherboard. It's like, you plug this in here, this goes in here, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, this is easy. Now you've had a laptop for a while. I almost bought a laptop last week, but it just... Actually, no, I did purchase a laptop. The fucking thing got delayed until, like, December. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not fucking waiting until December. Oh, which reminds me, I might need to go grab a laptop. Damn it. That is money getting taken out of the trip balance. But I've still got like 3 months. And I'm not necessarily married to going February 1st. I might go at the end of February instead. It might be a touch warmer too. Oh, he's got a little dangly tendril. I love it. I love the little I like the little dangly bits, but where is he? Where is he? I like Thousand Sun design. I do not like their paint scheme. If I was to do Thousand Suns, I'd do a green and yellow paint scheme instead of the blue and yellow one. I'm not excited about painting this guy at all. Look at all those tendrils. Look at all. I like my tendrils and everything, but goddamn, that's going to be a lot of lead belcher. This is the tech priest for the Castellan robots. So the idea behind him is he's going to be on a catwalk overlooking the graphics card, and his hand doing that is going to be like him pointing at where to cut. So the Castellan robot's going to be underneath the graphics card, and this flamer is going to be aimed to start cutting it at the what is it, PCIe port where it connects the graphics card to the motherboard. Never paint non-metallic metal admech. Yeah. That seems like, I think I would rather suck start a shotgun, honestly. What the fuck? Why did you think that would be a good idea? That would be like painting non-metallic Necrons. Like, why? Why would you do that? What the fuck, Eternal? I don't like doing non-metallic anything. I would much rather do metallic stuff. Hence the reason there's a shit ton of metallics on this guy. Okay, so I said, let's see if I can tighten that up just a touch. Don't you even. You will be a heretic in real life if you do that shit. Non-metallic Necrons. Ugh. See, a mix is more understandable. A mix you can have be unique and it's still not a giant pain in the ass. Okay, so that's done. That's done. The mask is done. The helmet's done. That's done. I'm going to hit him with some stuff. Oh, I still need to hit some more lead belcher on him. Perfect. I'm sorry if you hear my roommate. He's being a loud little asshole today. He's been at home all day. He skipped out on work. Like a bitch. You do silver, non-metallic. Oh. And the basic dudes and stuff are true metallic. Okay, okay. That's different when you're doing a mix. You're not just doing a full-blown metallic like I do for my Necrons. All right, so we're just going to do a quick power chord for the light. We're going to just do a red. Do I have a brighter red still? I think I've used all my brighter red for the PC build. I did. So we're going to make a brighter red. Grab a little bit of white. And we're going to try not to make pink because there's a 90% chance this is going to straight up be pink. See? 90% chance. Let's add a little bit more red. It's still pink. Come on. All right, let's try it. It doesn't need to be a perfect red cable. Actually, it doesn't need to be, but it's turning into one. I really need to get better on those little lights. Perfect. You should try Vallejo fluorescent blue airbrush on white blue for glow effects. Or you can use a whitewash afterwards. Actually, let's add a little bit more whitewash to this because it's doing what I want it to do. Focus on it, camera. It's doing what I want it to. The whitewash under with like on top of the blue glow that I've already set up for this is actually turning really good. It's literally just whitewash with a touch of extra white paint. So literally, I'm going to grab a little bit more white paint, mix it in, because I want it to be a touch whiter. But that's how I'm trying this one specifically. So hopefully... You've never used a whitewash? Neither have I. It does. This has also been whitewashed. So my Necrons are blue, and I wanted to do a white. I wanted to make it brighter instead of darker. So this is the whitewash on the Necron blade, the Xenos blade. It's so good. It's so good looking. I never expected to have it turn out half that good. But then the fact that you're doing it as a wash is when you get too much like I did right there, I could just literally suck it out with the brush. I'm focusing. Give me a second. I know I'm being quiet. I'm focusing. I'm trying not to shake and get this all over the place. If you really wanted to be super cool about it, is I say this and now I'm gonna want to do it. Is if you were to this whitewash, do it in certain areas so it looks like it's glowing more from like the front to the back or the back to the front. I mean, so like you start it as a whiter color right here, and then start it and like have it like halfway and then have it darker so it looks like it's charging from back to front. That's a really cool idea that I'm not gonna execute. At least I'm not gonna tonight. All right, so that's all that done. I still haven't gotten the lead belcher on the front of this yet. So where is it? We're gonna use panel line accent color black for a couple things on this. So let's go ahead. We're gonna fix this eyeball. Perfect. What was the other thing I wanted to hit? Oh, I wanted to hit the Aquila. There we go. That looks sick. That looks really fucking cool. All right, what else was I gonna hit with it? Oh yeah, this. Obviously the little hose piece. Go ahead and hit these little areas because I always fill those in with silver and I don't mean to. We're gonna try it on the grenade too. Fuck it. We're going balls to the wall tonight. We'll try that. We'll see how it looks. And you see how I got all this worn down shit on his legs? If you really like it, you could keep it like that, but I don't like it, so I'm going to change it by painting over it. Give me a bigger brush. I don't need such a small brush for this. And then this mini's done. Super easy. I really do love painting Deathwatch because they're not... Like, I don't have to paint 90% of the mini when I base coat it black. Black. Where's my black? There's my black. But yes, so stream schedule will go back to the normal, probably 6 o'clock streaming-ish in 2 weeks. hopefully by November. And we should be done by then with harvest. Let's grab this paint and just... This is perfect. I cannot believe how well this mini turned out, honestly. I had skepticism on it turning out this good. And it's either I'm still getting better or I've just been this good this whole time. And I doubt I've been this good this whole time. Because this is probably my new, in my brain, this is probably the best mini I've painted so far. Not, I won't say it's better than the artillery piece, because the artillery piece is a diorama more than this is, so this is just a mini. Let's... All right, we'll do one final spin for the night. Let me put my lid on my wet palette so I don't forget about it. Otherwise, I will forget about it. And then we got one more to paint, and we got a kill team. But we might base him and go back to painting orcs, since, you know, it is Orktober. I'm halfway through this one. I really need to at least finish him. Let me stretch my legs real quick. Oh, it felt great. My knees popped and everything. So, as long as I don't grab him by the wet paint, this is this mini done. Actually, hold on. I've got something for this. There you go. Now I don't have to worry about holding on to it. So we can get him nice and focused. That leather color for that marker turns stuff way better than it needs to. Oh, that power sword. That Xenos blade looks so good. Expect to see these two guys up on the channel in a mini showcase in the near future. I really like how the shoulder pauldron turned out. It turned out way better than expected. Same thing with the knee, like logo and everything. The chest got the Aquila, also great. Like I said, everything on this turned out way better than I ever expected it to do. The metallic shines good. The whitewash makes a shining effect on the Xenos blade. I love it. I could touch this up a little bit more, but I spent long enough on this mini. I don't need to have shit be perfect. Can't be having everyone else's standards get too high for me. All right, so we're done with this one. We'll take one final look at this glowing effect. I like it. I think that is a pretty nice, easy way to do a glow effect, is a whitewash with a little bit of white paint in it. It helps bring out the white. So, thank you all for stopping by. Thanks for the comments, or chat, talking in chat if you talked in chat. Thanks for the likes if you left a like. Thanks for subscribing if you left subscribing. Did that not play? Eternal, did... That's what that noise was! I completely forgot about the knocking. Hold on. Okay, I just scared myself. Okay, I did hear that. I just didn't... I thought I was just going crazy. Because it was as I was putting stuff away, I was just like, did I do that? Thank you, Eternal. I'm sorry I missed it. That does not notify anything. It's just literally meant to make me think someone's knocking on my door. So that's why there's no message or anything pops up or anything like that. So that's to do. You do that shit to me when I'm playing a scary video game, it's gonna freak me the fuck out. So thank you all. I will see you all tomorrow, because I do plan on streaming tomorrow. No matter what time I get home from work. It is only 10:15. We only streamed for an hour and a half. Fuck yeah. The stream was good. So thank you all. I will see you guys tomorrow on the next stream. I do have a video of the shelf going out tomorrow at noon. It's not a video, it's a short, but same thing. Enjoy that. That'll be going out at noon tomorrow. Bye.